Alright, so before we actually get continuing with the story, I'm going to now try in endurance mode, not challenge mode, where there's only one car on the screen at a time, to see if I can destroy the train. And conveniently, it spawns me in a place to do that. Granted, on the wrong side of the stage, but on the wrong side of the bridge, more or less. I believe Gearhead is on the screen right now, but that's not necessarily important. Unless it's not that. Ah, it is Gearhead. Never. Unless I need a different weapon. Gas gun! Christ, Gearhead. Maybe somebody that pushes me around isn't the best enemy to have while I'm trying to do this. That's basically all that Gearhead does. Nope, you see nothing. You know what? No, I'm just invulnerable now. So even if you do throw me around for the next 5 minutes, you still couldn't kill me, because I'm trying to test something and you're being really, really, really obnoxious about it. Oh, right, you're being incredibly obnoxious. Yep, there goes the bridge. And so therefore, once that train crosses over it, it should fall. Ah! Stop! Let me watch. Big crash. I also almost wonder if sitting in front of that would have hurt. Okay, as punishment for being a major pain, you will now be special weapons to death. Leave it to us. I'm great at throwing things to your head. Another train has crashed. I think they might infinitely crash. There's only 2 trains. Like 2 chains. Speaking of chains. Also, the reason why I'm still here, okay, is because it occurred to me in the conditions. There's more than one Hot Wheels car that makes a cameo here. There's also an ambulance, just like in Bash Arena. Racing with a bunch of slide outs, because it doesn't seem like it's actually doing anything besides driving the circles. I've avenged the ambulance. In fact, right, you weren't even in Bash Arena. I didn't even say it. Get crude. They're all literally advertising for the same exact thing. Oh, sorry, slide out. Slick. Yeah, they're all the same thing. Race oil. Although it's something different, of course I break it immediately, so we can't even read it. Clean up with IND and something solvent. You definitely need to dive and get out of here, and then we'll get on with the story. Mine's better. Exploding gas can. As the way we transition back to story mode where... No. Stupid 2001 stipulations. Right, the game doesn't load that slowly, I don't have time to look at that. Wait a minute. God! Danny! Piece of crap! You're avoiding the homing bullets. Why don't we put big guns on? Why is this hurting? Okay, that isn't it. The game just bugged the hell out because I did the cheat code. It's very unintuitive. Okay. Oh, thank you. I also have one of each weapon now. How do I take damage now? I mean, I would like you to help me figure this out here, Ryan, but you're not going to attack me, I guess. Also, the samples immediately explode on sweet spot. Okay, yeah, so that it was apparently the god mode thing the game got confused, even though I did that in a completely different game mode with a completely different vehicle. The game still thought that it would apply to Brimstone, not Junkyard Dog. That is interesting to say the least. Boing. What? There's a fence there so fast. Repair. Suck. Boom. Destroy all of the objects. All of them. What I mean does like no damage when you destroy somebody with an it's hilarious. It was hilarious. Not so much with Dark Side because the stupid screen effect makes it kind of hard to enjoy it. That's a lot of damage. He didn't seem to like that. Also, one joke I was trying to make was or thinking about making during the. I was frozen today! That's the third time in this round by 3 different people. He's like, Gearhead, it's like Gearhead, Mr. Gearhead. Gearhead, Mr. Grimm, and now Alex. No, was it not Galax, not Galaxy. It's not Galactus, this isn't Ultimate Ultra, this is Capcom right here. I was about to be like, why I thought it was a friendly name. You know what my name is already, just going to the thematic thing. Okay, fire bad. I am now Solomon Grundy. I'm going to repair myself now before I explode. Thank you very much, Otto. Otto! Stop! You're not Firestorm. Another reference. This is literally just Hot Wheels Injustice. This was also referencing all the other Hot Wheels cars that don't actually do anything or exist here, but they're just mentioned just just like what Injustice would do. If you played either of those games before, you know, they kind of reference heroes actually playable. Whether it be like having like for example, Injustice 1, they had Gorilla Grodd in the background of Stryker's Island. Even though he was playable in Injustice 2, that's obviously might not have been planned at the time to put that there. So therefore, it's an Easter egg of a character that wasn't there. And while I don't think Firestorm will ever become a character, because I doubt it'll ever appear again, and I actually kind of like the car. I think I just don't have much health. Machine gun. I'm totally driving for the electric fence. Anyhow, one joke I was planning on making was, until now, I feared the demon, but now I have a second chance. Like, what did Gearhead do to you? Why do I port in a sanctuary? Because this is Borderlands 2. So many items! Alright, I'm flying. I think the first time Governor's shown up. Pretty sure. Which is kind of weird, since that's like what I always consider to be Bedlam's. Wrong weapon, I wanted the homing missile. Now I want the power missile because everyone's just kind of sitting here and I won't switch. Have that. I'm being very, very aggro right now when it comes to my combat. I don't really have the armor to do that with. Give me that. No. Port your ears. It's deadly, but yes, that is the same thing. It's deadly to the ears, but effective because it, well, can hit an unlimited number of targets. Let's start from here. We're just gonna create ear desecrating audio. You have an immediate disciple. What the heck? Full charge! All systems! Full power! More fire missiles! Ah! How dare you! Helicopter, whose side are you on? Have a disciple. Dead. I drove and do all of those. I'm now in the air. Ah! He's not gonna get away with this. Stop spamming! That's 3. You're out of specials. Now quit. Actually, that's fine. You can hold fire. Ooh, another one. That's 4. Boom! That's a lot of damage to everyone. Boom! Another one. This one's still here. No, it's not here. There's 4 places to get an environmental attack, which means that you're kind of meant to use it. Bye, Alex. That was driving straight at me like, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me! And dead. That. As Governor just tandems Gearhead with me. By tandem, I mean I just kind of stood there and distracted him while he did something. I'm in the air. Good shot. That was not where I'm sitting. And again. No more shockwaves from you, sir. Know that you're on like shockwave number 7 on the match. It's about time you got cut off. Okay, every projectile on Earth is finding its way into my face, and I'm candidly not a big fan. I have spent more time being launched than actually driving in the last 2 minutes. I don't know if I can win this by getting double hits, or just getting launched in the air by the 5th Shadow Special. Quit hiding around corners! Oh, I'm never gonna win that. It took one more missile because I was busy being thrown up in the air like a baseball or basketball. I couldn't really do anything about it. So now we're on to the basically last round. I didn't even count the final boss. Second character that's pondered that. That's going to hit, isn't it? No, I don't know where that was going. It wasn't going towards it. Can you do anything else, Governor, please? There's like 12 weapons in this game. You can do more than your special. Scratch my nose, I just coasted across the building. Okay, 2 came and then 2 went. Now 1 more is coming. Or, yeah, no, yep, I'm over here. Yep. This is where I am sitting. This is currently the location in which I am. I don't know why you're confused by this fact, but you seem to be this way. I also just had a Mojo Jojo moment. A Mojo moment, if you will. I had to rephrase exactly what I said 4 different times, because Otto was apparently, like, brain lagging or something. Machine guns! This is a terribly not viable strategy, but 7 minutes later, he is finally exploded. Well, if anyone parks in front of me, they're just going to get melted now. Also, if you lose basically no momentum while climbing up that, side. Well, they all hit the ground, otherwise would have caught the cat dead right. That's a pretty long damn shield there, Hypermite. I don't know about that. I thought I had no friends. Oh. That. I think sit there and wait was the wrong option there, that. I didn't hit that. Not picky, he's dead. Need more turbo. I've had none for the last few minutes. I don't know why I would suddenly have any now. But apparently that is what I thought. I don't even know what this room is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a ventilation area, that or an office. But I don't think it's an office, given the design. So I think it's some sort of ventilation area. There's some turbo. Why did they go hit? How about Disciple? Repairs! 4 ricochets. And watch only probably maybe one of them hit anything. Besides a wall. Nice shooting, Dex. Oh hey, that one hit. Oh hey, that one hit. Oh hey, that one killed. Never mind, I have been proven incorrect by my own actual ability to aim something. Wow, all 5 of them hit something and then flipped him over so I could get a Disciple on his face. Okay. I didn't even hear that. Heard that one. Though I also saw it this time, so less important to hear if I can see it. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't accurate. Cute. If we get a reticle from there, that's like a guaranteed like 80% of anyone. Because they don't really know how to go over there, it seems, sometimes. I gotta kill my leader. Figures Super Dude isn't here again. He's like, what is with that guy? He's even in the Golden Tetrad. He never helps with anything. He just sort of exists. I just like rush tackled him. Dramatic finish. Dramatic finish.
You're in violation of Midtown City Code 44.
I give no cares anymore. We've seen that cutscene 10 times now. Where does that take her going? I'm over here, you dodo! As I just breakdance upon this shelter. Excuse me. I mean, I'm all for you diving me, but, like, can you at least obey the laws of physics while you do it? You had no chance. Really? From there, didn't blow it up? And there we go.
The contest was mercifully at an end. I had triumphed over the darkness. I visited Calypso. It was time for him to prove my innocence and clear my name. And yet, he seemed hesitant. I made no promise to clear your name, he said. I only promised to show you the truth. And the truth, he said, was that the demon wasn't real. The voice inside me was a figment of my imagination. My God, it was all in my mind. The exorcism? It wasn't an exorcism at all. It was simply a baptism. It was Judgment Day in that church, and I was the angel of death. The truth had been delivered indeed, but not by God, but by Calypso. He was right. I was, as they say, insane. My whole life I'd been trying to silence that voice. I even performed rituals to show my loyalty to God in hopes that he would save me. But nothing worked. A man cannot hide from himself. There is only one path before me.
And that path is straight down onto a car. It's funny, yeah, that's not satisfying, and I had also kind of hinted at that with the exorcism comment. But even the game itself mentions that he's like schizophrenic in like the asylum profiles. Paranoid schizophrenia with persecutory and grandiose delusions. So in other words, well, if someone can't figure that out, even though I think you're older than me, yeah, the voice in his head makes him seem special, makes him think that he's special because he's got a demon in his head and that God can cure him. So, yeah, the game, even before you even begin the story, basically tells you, hey, this guy is crazy. I mean, I guess he's in an asylum, so you could probably already figure that out, but it's like, prepare for disappointments. But luckily this guy doesn't have quite a disappointing ending. Dissociative amnesia caused by trauma honestly describes this guy more than it does this guy. Quite interesting that this guy is holding a machine gun, but the driver never actually pops out with a gun, unless you count his turret. And that's actually a gunner in the back, not him. But like, you can't use a magnum revolver with this guy. This guy has a hunting rifle, which you can't use that. Yeah, there's how you play as minion, by the way. I'm trying to reveal that dramatically, but I just kind of screwed that over, didn't I? Yeah, he's been here this entire time. I've already unlocked him a long time ago. Elgil seems to be a completely different location from this, like, city battle scene. He has an M4, but you can't use that. Oh, none of these guys have guns. Oh, he's not holding them. She isn't. I thought she was, but no. He has a revolver, he has a pistol of some kind. He has a magnum. He has an MP5, I believe. And so does he. And yet, despite you seeing the guns in these characters' hands, or in Drunkard Dog's case, flying out of his hands, yeah, it didn't go well for him, did it? Because he's kind of about to get ejected out of his own truck. And you also might have noticed, as I noticed pretty quickly when I watched the story when I was little, the guy that the preacher gored with the candelabra in the ending cutscene, or just in either cutscene, that's actually him. So the whole idea of these things intersecting gets even more confusing. So in one instance, this guy and his wife, you know, are a thing, and they don't seem to have any evidence of a kid, but then in this timeline, he gets, you know, coated in, well, apparently very poisonous crop dusting substance. And apparently becomes a Castlevania reject. And in anger, because the pilot that dropped that on his head was now hanging out with his wife, he chased the pilot off and beat his wife to death with a rake. But apparently in some other timeline or alternate point of existence, that same husband and wife, instead of, you know, him murdering his wife, now has a kid with it, and then dies there. So if the Preacher killed Billy Ray before the contest, how is he here? Which one is it? You can't reuse models like that. Unless maybe he survived, but there's no evidence he has a kid. In it's not like, I think he would mention the kid if he had one during his opening cutscene, or maybe even his second cutscene. But he doesn't say anything, so as far as I know, he doesn't have one. But apparently he does, because the Preacher has to baptize it and goes absolutely nuts during said baptism and sways everyone in the church, including this guy and his wife, allegedly, yet that apparently just didn't happen. Bruce Lightning, are you at it again? Are you going through back in time, just messing with things? Is that what you're doing? You're not even here, Grease Lightning. Alright, so now that my false anger rant's out of the way, next episode will be Sparky driving Outlaw, the SWAT team van. And, well, if I even die once on this one, I'll be kind of disappointed, because it's like the easiest car to use in the game. Just because all you gotta do is be near somebody and just slam, or just, like, mash your R2 button and do, like, 40% of their health bar, even if they're, like, Junkyard Dog or Warthog or something. And if you can keep, like, Mr. Grimm in your sights, there goes, like, 70% of his health bar. I did not want a screenshot. I wanted to end the video.